Here we are. Welcome. It is episode 3 of the Three Ugly Mugs, and I am Johnny B. Hello, everybody. Hope you're doing fine there in podcast land, YouTube land, wherever you're watching us from. Thanks for being here. Make sure you subscribe. And here are the other mugs. It is Matt Fernandez in the building. What's up, buddy?
Hey, buddy. How's it going, man?
Good, good. How was your weekend? Did you have a lot of good
Parlay didn't come through, but the Bucks won, so I'm even.
Bucks win.
And yeah,
Yeah, and
I'm at 0.
There's the other ugly mug. That is John J. Murray.
I'm loud.
What's up?
I can't not talk for too long.
He was getting excited. He was like a dog.
I'm like, come on. Say my name.
I was gonna
Come
try
on,
to
Daddy.
do it
Say it,
smoothly,
Daddy.
you know, like a professional radio broadcaster. But he's like,
he said my name.
Hey,
That's me.
I'm just excited to be here. I got to be honest. I'm excited to be here. I've been working on my car all day, so I'm glad to be doing this now.
Nice.
This is better.
Well, if you're brand new to the show, and you probably are, I mean, we're episode number 3.
It's a brand new show.
Yeah.
3 comedians all drinking beer and talking about sports and comedy and pretty much anything else we want to talk about. And we are the Three Ugly Mugs. What are we drinking today, boys? What you got going on?
Beer hug.
It's
a pun on bear hug.
Ooh.
Goose Island, Chicago. Yeah.
Because you're gay.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Why can't I just be big and ferocious?
Yeah, but because you also kiss penises.
I have a great love of honey.
I like it, dude. It's in honor of our friend Jeff Klein for finishing up recording his comedy special.
You are also a fatty gay. Yeah.
Yeah. He's got a comedy special called Fatty Gay.
God, every beer I bring is fucking gay.
2 out of 3 of us are fatty gays.
I mean, my beer is kind of gay. Guava Cart, good Golden Road. Guava Cart, I love it. I love it. I like the Guava Cart. I like the Mango Cart.
Your beer has actual fruit in it. You piece of shit.
That's right. Yeah,
you're basically drinking cider.
Whatever, dude. As soon as they get Semen Cart, I'm buying a 6-pack. That's all I'm saying. I'm not gay. I just like gay beer. You know,
Semen Cart, tangy,
milky. What are you drinking, John Jay?
I am. I got a Crowler.
That's a fucking Lights. That's a keg.
Yeah, it's a mini keg. I got Double Tall Boy, Southern Lights Brewery. I talked about them on the last episode. Hyped them up a bunch. It's a fun place. They have a Pilsner here. That's what I'm drinking. That's the Double Tall Boy. It's a Pilsner, and it is probably the best tasting Pilsner I've ever had.
Really?
It's not boring.
Much.
No, it's a. You got to try some of it. Here, I'm going to pass it to you.
I like a Pilsner. I like a simple beer. You know, like keep it nice and basic. You know,
it's an interesting Pilsner. Matt's a beer snob. What do you think?
I'll tell you, when we got beers for the wedding, the most undrink beer, the most leftovers we had was the Pilsner. Because they're just boring. I mean, it's fine. It's not bad beer. I'm not saying I don't like it.
But this is just an interesting Pilsner. This is actually
really?
a tasty one. You didn't.
This is all right. I
mean,
didn't
try it.
You know, it was fine. It was better than Bud Light or that shit, whatever.
People drank beer at your wedding? Because all I drank was old fashions the entire time.
I mean, beer was an option. Yeah,
it was an option.
We know.
So
Johnny almost got hit by a car.
Open bar. Let's have old fashions or beer.
You and Katie should get married every year. Honestly, it was a really fun party.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it was a good time. Yeah, I think both of our weddings were pretty kick ass. Like just a bunch of
you had a good wedding as well.
Great food. Oh, it was good. It's good times. I remember a little bit of each of them, but I know from what I remember.
Were you blackout? Did you get fucked up at your wedding?
At your own wedding?
Yeah, your own wedding. Yeah.
Not completely blackout, but I was buzzed up pretty much the entire time. I was drinking bourbon like before I even got on the whole boat to arrive at the ceremony and all that. We were drinking bourbon from noon on.
You gotta start drinking bourbon when you put on your tuxedo. Anytime I'm dressing in a tuxedo, that's when I start drinking bourbon.
Yeah,
pretty much.
I was
At
drinking
that
bourbon
moment.
all night. Yeah, it got to be like 1 a.m. and then my brother was about to fight someone, and and one of my married friends made out with another woman, and I was just like,
Ooh.
I just whispered in Katie's ear, I was like, let's go home.
Yeah.
And we did, and we just fucking Irish goodbye to our own wedding.
Nice.
Good.
Yeah, it was great.
Good, as you should be. So lots going on over the weekend. You
I'm
didn't
mad
do
at you
like a
guys. I'm mad
what
at
do
you guys because you got me back into gambling.
oh yeah.
And I won.
You won't say
so
that when
now-
you win.
I won, and now I'm even more into it. I'm so into it now. I won. I won my bet on Sunday. I did. I just bet the spread for the Bucks, and I had like $3 credit or whatever. I think I got like $15 or something. And then I've already bet on next week's games.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! You didn't even wait for.
No,
All right, I tried to Friday or Saturday until the news comes out.
no, I'm going for
You
it.
were just like, I'm in. All right.
No injury report. Like, there. I don't know if you saw that in the
Bayless told me.
I don't know if you saw in the news, but apparently there's going to be an asteroid coming really close to the Earth tonight. That's the size of a football stadium. So I mean,
I probably shouldn't have put $50 in the Hard
that's what I'm
Rock
saying,
app.
dude. Wait and see if we're going to be alive, or
I'm adding money. I made money over the weekend and I added money to the app.
You're talking faster. You sound like you're developing a coke
Shit.
habit. You're going to be a gambler.
I'm moving to Vegas.
You sound like Joe Pesci in every movie that he's in.
Dude, I'm telling you,
Take a
it is so addicting. It's so much fun, but it is also stressful. Like, and you chase the money. Like last night, I bet on Monday Night Football just because I'm trying to make up what I lost on Sunday. And it was like one of these things where I go, you know what? I'm just taking the rest of my account and I'm swinging it at a parlay for Monday Night Football. And I go, and it can't miss, dude. It's going to be a simple parlay. I'm gonna have, and I almost hit it. I'm gonna have Kirk Cousins throwing at least 2 touchdowns, the Eagles covering 4 points, and Saquon Barkley anytime touchdown.
Nope, not that. That's the one I had too. That one fucked me real good.
I missed
Saquon
2 of them.
Barkley fucking dropped 2 touchdowns. He fucking dropped at the 1 yard line and he dropped that pass.
Yeah,
Like
he's still got that stench of giants on him that just makes him lose. But you know what? The Eagles are fucking losers too. Their
They didn't
coach
look
is
good.
horrible.
Yeah.
Their coach is horrible. They should have never lost that game. The only thing that made me feel good about losing that money was watching, and I rewound it 3 times, watching Eagles fans just melt.
They're the
Did you see
worst.
that guy who was totally painted green? Just looked like he wanted to kill himself. That's my
It's
favorite.
so great.
I hope
dude.
they find his hanging green corpse in a couple of days.
I
I would
was
lose $100 a week just to watch Eagles fans be sad.
I was playing Eagles fans' reactions actually to Leah last night because we were at a bar and I was trying to explain to her like how fucking awful they are.
Yeah.
It's like people making themselves like throw up on themselves and like breaking down light poles.
Yeah, they have to grease the poles whenever they win or lose a playoff or a championship because people climb the poles. They have
That should be the Phillies' alternate fucking city uniforms as the Philadelphia greased light poles.
Eli Manning was talking about it on the Manning cast. He was talking about how a 9-year-old gave him the finger in Philadelphia.
Yeah, dude.
And I was like, all right.
They have a Phillies fan and the baseball fan. He's known as the barf guy. He's like a 400-pound guy that purposely throws up on people. And it's like,
yeah, he throws up into the tunnel. Yeah, you haven't seen this?
How has no one beat the shit out of him?
I think someone has multiple times.
Oh my God.
I think
He's
people
like a
beat this guy
celebrity.
up all the time.
it's like a rite of passage to get barfed on. And then like a couple years ago, he caught a bunch of flack because he barfed on like a 4-year-old girl. And they're like, you can't do that, dude. Like, not the kids. Not the kids.
He just picked her up, I guarantee you.
Yeah. Yeah.
That girl is fucked up for life.
The banners saying, they pelted Santa Claus with snowballs.
Oh, yeah.
Philadelphia fans.
And batteries.
No, and batteries. Yeah, the batteries are more painful than the snowballs.
They're bad people. They're really, really bad people.
They're just sad inside. You would think that they won a Super Bowl, they'd be better. Nope, they seem to just still be assholes.
Philadelphia is a place that has dumpster pools in the summertime. They'll fill a dumpster with water. Sure, they'll line it with plastic, but it's still a garbage can. You're still swimming in a garbage can.
You're soup. You're white trash soup is what you are.
There's no filter.
It's so
There's no
gross.
pump.
Yeah, I've been to Philly a couple times, and yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. So, like, what about the history? I don't like it at all. All right, and your Liberty Bell, fucking tiny. It's not.
I would have never gone there if Joe Riga didn't live there for a couple of years because we went to visit him.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, we can check out Philly. And yeah, it was.
I didn't visit Joe Riga until he moved to DC.
You made the right choice,
I made
John.
the choice. Okay.
I have not went to visit that dude since he left. Okay, I would like to. You know, it'd be
DC's
nice.
cool. I like DC way more than
Bro,
Philly.
you should go up to DC and hang out with Joe and John Jacobs. They will show you a good time. It's
Okay.
fun. It's
I've
a
been
fun
to
town.
DC a couple times too, and it was it's cool. I like DC a lot. You know, it was I did the Improv a long time ago there. I did a little weekend, but it's one of those if you got to stay, and that's every big city really. Like you don't go to the one part of town. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I stayed
Baltimore.
I stayed in a little I stayed in a little apartment like it was basically maybe 4 blocks behind the White House, I think.
Right.
That's cool.
And it's not a great neighborhood, but I don't think it's a bad neighborhood. I don't know. I'm from here. I don't know what
it
a
sounds
bad
like you were
neighborhood
planning
is.
to assassinate the president.
I was
you
about
never
to
went
say,
through
man.
it. I stayed in a hotel like 4 blocks behind the White
4
House.
blocks,
I watched him every day.
I was on the
monitored his
roof.
movements.
Yep. You know, I had a nice scope on my AK. You know, it was not the best scope.
Who
You
was
know,
president? No, it
Rob,
was,
Pretty good. It's good enough, you know.
I think it was
Probably
Joe
a
Byron.
pretty good
Joe
one.
Byron was the president the last time I visited. So
Oh yeah, you don't have to shoot him. Poor.
no, he'll fall off his bike. And
God's
die.
got him in his sights.
Yeah, he's gonna get taken out.
You wouldn't even know he was shot.
Nobody
You'd shoot him, and he'd be like, "Whoa, howdy doody, boy, got a pain." You know, Jiminy crickets. You know, hey, what's going on? Like, you're dying. Oh, shucks. Let's get ice cream. Yeah, isn't it good? Isn't it funny? Like nobody even remembers that he's still the president. Like we don't even like. I just feel like he's not even the president right now.
Oh yeah, the Republicans are already blaming
He's,
Kamala, even though she's not even president.
He's asleep in a coffin like Dracula. He's down for the long sleep.
No,
and she acts like he's not been the president because she keeps saying stuff like, "I'm gonna fix things when I get in office." I'm like, "What are you talking? He's right there. He's right behind you. Like, what are you talking about?"
Don't.
Like,
I don't think he can pass anything. Like I don't think anyone would let him. Like it's like when Britney Spears' dad took her money away. Like I don't think anybody's gonna let him do anything.
He's dancing with knives and shit on TikTok.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Oh, that would be the best.
We gotta do something, man.
I just want to I want to see like Joe Biden get like a blog, like a video blog where he's just like working on cars all day, like Jay Leno or something. It's like Joe Biden's garage.
Yeah, he would hurt himself.
Yeah, no, don't let that man lift anything.
Just him like pretending to drive cars.
He's really just eating yogurt, the whole time. His yogurt's good.
Don't let him have things. Don't let him touch any. No pens. No.
Brought to you by Dannon.
He can lift a pamphlet for his own funeral. That's what he can lift.
Do you want to get into your P. Diddy news now? Speaking of,
I don't have. It's not my news. I just figured we might want to talk about it since it was like the biggest thing.
This is the big story of the weekend. I mean, it's not sports, but I'll talk. I mean,
it's kind of sports. He escaped.
Sports.
He has great escapability.
It's true.
Yeah.
Very
I mean,
he probably has something to do with 1,000 bottles of
lube. He has
lube.
a good defense. He's blocked people from leaving several times. Good blocking abilities.
Yeah, he's a first round rapist. I mean, there's no doubt about
it.
He's top pick.
Yeah,
top pick.
He is really good. And look, a lot of athletes were seen at his parties, and people don't even like these weird what do they call them, freak offs or whatever. His Odell Beckham. Yeah, yeah.
That doesn't surprise me. I remember that picture of him on a boat with like a bunch of shirtless dudes.
What about where he had Justin Bieber and he like pushed his head down like in the party and it looked like Justin Bieber.
I don't remember that. What was
I saw that video. It looked like Bieber was giving him a little beeger. You know what I mean? Like he was down there like meh, 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 and then Odell's like, "Oh, I don't know what's going on." He was like,
I don't remember.
Odell Beckham did that shit?
What?
Yeah, and Bieber was like 16.
Wait, are you saying Odell pushed the head down, or he was just there?
How have I? The mainstream media must have buried that shit.
Mainstream media.
Yeah.
How have I never seen that? That's disgusting.
No, I saw clips on Instagram. People were posting it, TikTok, things like that. It was an old video of like
when was this?
It was an old Diddy party, and it was like they're panning through the room.
It's pretty
okay. So the party
acknowledged that Diddy was
So
brought
like
up
old
Justin
party
Bieber.
footage is coming out now. Is that what you're saying?
Oh yeah, well this was 6 months ago when he first got like arrested or whatever, and then
No, I mean, was the party 6 months ago or was
This
the
just happened.
leak 6 months ago?
it's happening right now. Actually,
Yeah.
he's Bieber's
You
blowing
think you
Odell
could
right
stop
now.
Diddy?
He's on the injured
He's,
reserve list.
he's having an orgy in
Oh.
prison right now.
He's just lathering himself right now.
Oh my God.
Justin Bieber lost a bunch of money on the Hard Rock app, and he had to make it up by blowing a football player. That's how I felt over the weekend. It's very much.
All right, I
No,
feel like
but,
we're spreading fake news now.
He got arrested again yesterday. I guess this is 6 months after all the lawsuits and everything. And for people who don't know, Diddy. By the way, Joe Riga had
lawsuits for
a
rape.
great post about how he should get sentences for all the different names that he used.
His personas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
was good.
25 years for each persona.
Diddy,
That's what,
P Diddy, Puff.
we gotta
Daddy,
get Riga
Puffy.
on one episode of this. We got.
that'd be great. Yeah.
I mean, we said his name 10 times now, so he's gonna listen.
This is the Joe Riga episode.
Yeah.
It's like Beetlejuice. Riga. Boom, he just pops up on the screen.
No,
That'd be great.
Send him
What's
the invite
up,
right now. He better pop
He
in.
pops up with a black and white cookie.
Yeah, just as smooth as he could possibly be. What's up?
I mean, I could technically send him a link right now, and he could possibly answer it.
That's true.
He'd be like, "Leave me alone."
Yeah, I have a real life. You
Yeah.
fucking losers.
I'm at my job.
yeah,
Idiot.
I'm making real money, living a real life. What are you guys doing?
You're drinking
comedy
beer on a Tuesday. Sounds like you have a real problem, bro.
stuff? Talk about your parlays not hitting, you jackoffs.
Fucking assholes.
There you
God,
go.
I am depressed now.
I know.
I'm seriously gonna invite him right now.
I
Invite him to another episode down the road.
yeah,
Like coordinate it with him like an adult.
All right,
Don't
you're
just
right.
Spring it on him.
I was trying to do like the Howard Stern thing of like, hey, fuck you, you're on the radio now.
yeah, act responsible like Joe Riga does in every aspect of his
Yeah.
life, not like us.
What would Joe Riga do?
That's true. I went to his apartment and I was like, oh, he's a real adult.
I mean,
He
even
doesn't have a podcast studio.
no, even 15 years ago, like the first time I went to his apartment 15 years ago, he's in a high rise in downtown Tampa. And I'm like,
That's true. Yeah, he lived next
Dude.
to Rick Scott.
One of my first open mics, he just invited me to his place, and I was like, "Wow, he's really nice." And then we got stoned and threw army men off of his like 12th floor balcony with
parachutes,
little
yeah.
parachutes on them. And I
That's
was like,
pretty
"This is me and him are going to be friends." And then like we were. It was,
yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
time.
I'll invite him next time. What else? Oh, so P Diddy fucking
Yeah, so he got arrested
What?
again.
Yeah. So he got
yesterday.
arrested before.
He got arrested before, and it was I guess he bailed out and all that. And but they searched both of his mansions in L.A. and Miami, and I guess they've done more searching in his New York mansion, and they got more information on him and more indictments, and there's been more people come out and accuse him of not only sexual assault, but like slavery type stuff where he like kept people hostage and made them do sex stuff for days on end. Also,
Like-
all the things
oh, it's
with
R.
his,
Kelly.
yeah,
Yeah.
this might be worse. Like also with his ex-girlfriend, pop star Cassie. Brutal to her. And there's video where he's just beating the crap out of her in a hotel.
That was the
lobby.
settlement.
Oh,
that he
I did see the hotel video.
Yeah,
That was the
Man.
settlement that he did last year, correct?
quickly. Yeah, he quickly gave her a bunch of
Within
money.
a day. He gave her what, like $25 million or some
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, which
course.
is nothing.
I mixed that up like the Ray Rice hotel video, the Kareem.
Yeah.
Black dudes got to stay out of hotels. That's the answer.
How about just nobody punch women in the elevator?
Look, do what you got to do.
Do it at home, okay?
Well, look, at least the Ray
Don't do it
Rice
at a hotel. Do it at the house. Come on.
Yeah, dude, come on. Like, look around for cameras, and then knock a bitch
There's
out. No,
cameras right here. We're on camera right now.
Ray
saying
Rice,
this.
in his defense, she was beating the hell out of him, and he was just like, "All right, I'm tired of this woman hit me," and then he knocked her out. He's just an NFL football player with way more power, and then he like kind of drug her out of the doorway.
That
so
was the bad
elevator-
part. I feel like if he didn't do that, he could have gotten his job back because he looked like he was pulling a lifeless corpse.
But the
out of
door,
an
the door couldn't
elevator.
shut with her laying there, like.
Oh.
It's so good.
Anyway,
Yeah, no, P. Diddy kicked her and like hit her with like a.
I did see that.
He was hitting her
Yeah.
with like
was a bummer.
vases and stuff like. He's a monster. But a lot of shit came out, so it's
Yeah, I
looking
mean,
like-
it looks like he's gonna go to prison
Yeah.
forever, right?
yeah, and there's
For like a
and
I don't
while.
even think he's powerful enough to get out of this shit. He'll go to
Yeah.
prison until someone, suicides him.
He's gonna be Epstein.
Yeah, if he's gonna be like, I
In
know
a
a lot of
cell.
people who have fucked kids too, and they're gonna be like, get him.
And
that's the thing, man.
and
Like
then there's gonna be guards that turn their back.
Mhm.
yeah, these people with information, it's not good. Like they will end up having something go wrong with their brakes and stuff like that. It tends to happen. Like these whistleblowers, whistleblower is another word for you're gonna die soon. It's just like the Boeing guys. Like, I got information on Boeing. Boeing's like, well, now you're gonna kill yourself in the parking lot. So there you go. And that's what happened. The guy's like. After he posted, I am not suicidal, and then like the next day he killed himself. Like, I changed my mind.
Whoops, I stabbed myself 12 times. Oopsie
I
daisy.
shot myself in the head twice.
Yeah.
I pushed
Don't
myself
ask
off the
questions. This
building.
is what happened.
I think we got 3 more sentences before we're inducted into Infowars.com.
Yeah.
Hey, if it'll get us some views and some follows, man, you know what I mean? I'm not afraid. Let's put on some.
Yeah, let's
little
post on
fun.
Pornhub. Yeah, we'll post wherever.
I'm in, dude. I'm in. So we got to make some more bets to make up our money. I did so well last week, betting the Bucks over the Commanders. I made a bunch of money, and then I was like, now I have all this money I can gamble with. I'm not going to cash it out. I'm going to use it to make more money, and I lost every single bet. Oh no, I won one bet. I'm sorry, I won one bet.
Oh,
That's why it's called gambling.
your kid already went to college.
Yeah,
You're
your
good.
kid
true.
is so much smarter than you.
Yeah,
so
he's
he's fine.
Facts.
Yeah. You had a
Facts.
tall, handsome,
Yeah.
Undertaker-looking motherfucking kid. You're
Yeah,
gonna
he's
be
good.
fine.
Good boy. No, the only bet that I made that pissed people off is I bet a parlay against Florida State and Florida in college football.
Oh,
'Cause
what
I'm
did
like,
you think about that Florida State game before
I knew they were
they-
going to lose.
Florida State's terrible, dude.
I mean,
this is the worst
it
they've
just-
been since I've been alive.
It just looks like they just look. It's not just losing. It's just they looked so
yeah,
bad.
They're bad.
It's
so
the offensive
bad.
line. If you have a bad offensive line, you lose. Period.
They're
That's why
getting
Colorado's not
they're
great.
getting run the fuck over.
Yeah,
That's why Caleb Williams isn't great. Like he goes all the way up. You start there, and
It
then you
looks
build
like
out.
it looks like NFL players like scrimmaging with a high school team. It
Yeah.
looks fucking bad.
and the Gators are worse than Florida State. Like if they
Florida's
played each other and
just
they're
as
going
bad,
to,
yeah,
I haven't seen Florida play this season.
Fucking-
It's worse. Are you kidding
it's
me?
bad.
Yeah.
Are you fucking really?
The rivalry game is going to be on fucking Tubi. Like you got to, it's going to be on Bally Fitness TV. Like
It's the
you're gonna
dollar-
have to
the
watch it on
Dollar
a
Tree
treadmill.
Bowl.
It's terrible, dude.
they just need to have
It's
sad
so
music
bad.
in the background the whole time, just like just playing like Sarah McLachlan like in the background like the whole time. It's like they're driving down the field in the arms of an angel. Yeah, because they suck. Like that was the easiest bet I made all weekend, and then I lost every UFC bet, including Sean O'Malley. Thanks, dude. You know what I mean?
O'Malley, yeah, overhyped for sure.
Did you see
I'm
that video? The girl who got her fucking whole face split like a goddamn avocado.
Yeah.
That was amazing, dude. I've
Yeah.
never seen anything like her face was like loose, like a blouse. It was
Yeah.
disgusting.
How does that even happen?
How is she still like? It was. Oh man, she was pretty too. Like she was not bad. Like if you see the pictures of her, she was like. Not
Well,
bad.
they glamour them up for the
Now.
for the.
I
for the
know, I
photos.
know, but like she wasn't.
They
She didn't
glamour-
have a giant fucking scar down her
Just to
face.
be fair, they glamour the men up too. Okay.
Oh, yeah, they oil those
glamour them
abs.
all up.
Who was the girl? Like
They're all ugly, the men and the women.
Who was the girl a
Mostly
few
fucking
months-
ugly.
Those
Those
ears
girl-
make you ugly immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a girl a few months ago that got her face completely annihilated like that, and they were like, they were interviewing her afterwards, and it became like a meme. She was like, "I mean, I had a good time, and it was really good." And
Oh yeah,
yeah, that girl.
and her face is completely swollen. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. I saw
Oh
that.
yeah, I saw that. Well,
and she's
I
like
mean,
trying to smile.
Oh, it was a blast. I love.
Yeah,
That's the girl from the P
you
Diddy
can like
video.
watch
Like,
these like you
Yeah.
can watch you can that's what's great about UFC now is because you can like watch these like 110-pound women just like go off on each other. It's like watching a fight in like fast forward. That's how fast these women are, and they're
Yeah.
just like thumping the fuck out of each other. It's
it
amazing.
was bad, man. That cut was gnarly.
I think a good idea, like whenever a man is caught like being guilty of domestic violence, instead of like putting him in jail, put him in the octagon with one of the female UFC fighters and let her beat the shit out of him, like one of the good ones.
You don't think you could beat up a girl?
Not a UFC fighter. No,
You couldn't beat up any
dude.
of these girls.
I disagree. There's
You
videos
could
of
not.
there's videos of like 300-pound Russian men fighting two UFC fighters at once.
I can't beat that guy either.
They just beat the shit out of them.
I'm saying you can.
I absolutely could beat up
I'm saying
any.
you personally,
Absolutely
Matt
could.
Fernandez, cannot beat any one of these women.
I
that are in the
disagree
UFC right now.
Professional.
I disagree strongly.
They
They
know
would
jujitsu.
Fuck you
How?
up so
How?
bad. Have you ever
How?
been in a fight?
Yes.
Like with like a person that knows
Yes.
how to fight?
Yeah. They're
Like
still
a
they
real
still are,
fighter.
All right, look, they're
Like
still
a
100.
fighter.
They're still 110 pounds.
Like an actual fighter you
Yes.
fought with.
No, I've never fought an actual fighter.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, this isn't an
a
actual
diff-
fighter either. I'm
This
not.
is a different.
Cut this out.
No.
He's gonna make me go into how I would beat the shit out of a girl.
Yes,
No.
please.
You're
And we're
out
going
of
to
your mind.
isolate that
You
for
have
real.
no, I would say not say it because you have no idea.
I disagree.
You have
You're
zero
like they're
idea.
gonna armbar you, and I'm gonna be like,
Have you ever fought an actual fighter?
I don't care. It doesn't matter.
Any actual
It
fighter
doesn't matter
of any distinction.
unless you get like a fucking 6'5" like Norwegian 250-pound
No,
chick.
no,
If it's just like a
No.
120-pound girl, I'm gonna beat the brakes
you're
off of
out
her.
of your mind.
You,
I can't
you're
wait
a
for-
crazy person.
I can't
How
wait.
are they gonna beat me?
It's going to be the best 30-second highlight
Strength
reel.
or striking? Because neither way, no, they're not gonna beat me.
I disagree.
You sound like a maniac.
The promo reel
You
is
could
just
beat a
gonna be
girl like
Matt,
that.
Matt going, I will fuck a bitch up. Any woman.
I didn't want
Oh,
to do this. John's
fucking
talking
crush a
crazy.
woman.
You could beat the shit out of a girl.
I've sparred with Marcelo Garcia's wife, who's a black belt in jiu-jitsu, and like easily handled me. Probably 15 pounds later, 20 pounds later.
Well, they
I
know how to
didn't know you were a
manipulate
bitch.
your joints and
Very easily.
I disagree.
I think if you've never actually sparred with or dealt with like an actual, like a real professional fighter, boxing,
God.
any sport, boxing, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, judo, or whatever, I think you have a cognitive dissonance over exactly what that feels like.
I think that we should move on because you're not gonna change my mind.
I don't think I'm going to
and
change
I'm not
your
gonna change your
mind.
mind.
I'm just
I will
articulating how dumb
throw
you
a
are.
woman across your street. I
Oh
will
my God.
throw her to the other side of
I'm
the
gonna
road.
bring you to a jiu-jitsu gym.
Please.
Yeah, we're
And
gonna do it.
I'm allowed to punch. And
now I have
Nope.
beaten a
Jiu-jitsu
woman
is not
before.
we're gonna hurt a girl. But okay.
Jiu-jitsu,
I-
yeah, we don't do punching at the jiu-jitsu.
I have a good beaten women up story if you'd like to hear it.
I mean, I would love that.
Because I was just thinking about it while Matt was.
You're gonna make me fight a girl.
I'm gonna
I was-
make you fight a
While I
girl
was
on video.
visualizing
and
Matt
lose.
Okay.
beating the hell
All
out
right.
of Ronda Rousey.
See, now someone maybe Ronda Rousey, but even then she's
what I'm
jacked.
saying.
She's yoked, but
I'm
she's
saying-
also tiny. And I would
I'm saying
no,
I'm saying at the level of UFC fighters.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Show
they're,
me-
It's
show-
a-
they're
it's a
trained.
different level.
Show her to me.
So
Show me this girl.
Are you one of those guys? Do you think you could like beat like a guy that was like 20 pounds lighter than you?
No,
that fights
I
in
could
the
not beat
UFC?
any men. No, I could not beat any. I could
100
not beat any
pounds, so
dude.
it's just women. It's
Yes.
just women.
Correct.
Any man,
You are leading this line of questioning.
any man
You're the
will
one saying
beat
it.
up Matt.
I think you're selling yourself short. I think you could beat up a girl, dude.
I know I can beat up a girl, and
So
mostly, but
Look,
when
not
you
guys-
not
when
any
you
of
guys
these
were-
women that are in the UFC.
Cut all this out.
when you were children, right? Back in the 90s, I used to work in a bar. I was a DJ, and then I had a band that would perform
Are you
there.
going to talk about beating up a stripper?
Oh
No, worse.
I've never
Um,
heard a girl in my life, by the way.
So listen,
Never,
Sure,
never want
buddy.
to.
I
But
also-
John's gonna make me.
I also managed this bar, and one night, and it was a really rough bar in East Tampa. One night, a fight breaks out between two groups of women, and they were rough women, right? They were like, one group was from like Plant City, and the other group was from a little
Are you
area
talking
called
like
6 Mile Creek.
crackheads, rough women?
No,
or are you
just-
talking about like
Just from rough neighborhoods, like they were-
Spanish,
farm bitches?
Latinas.
there was some farm bitches versus some trailer bitches is what
Okay.
happened.
Okay.
And they were going at it, and I'm
But
trying
there
to
was
break
meth involved.
I'm trying to help break up this fight with like a couple of bouncers, and then my boss, who's this guy that was a legendary bouncer back in the 90s before he became the boss of this place. And he was 6'5", just a big old redneck guy. And we're trying to separate these women. Well, then they turn on us and they punch my boss. He grabs her, throws her across the room, right? Like Matt was saying. And then a couple of them are squaring up on me. Like they got their sets up, and I'm like, what is going on? So I look at my boss and I go, what are we supposed to do? And he goes, you gotta fight him. And I'm like, I don't want to fight him. I don't want to fight him. And then I see my bouncers are physically having, like, it's like 12 girls on 3 of us. And at one point they start punching me. I had to start punching back.
You're hitting women. Okay.
Yeah. So I yoked a few of them. You know what I mean? I had to.
Score one for Matt.
I had to.
You did what you had to do.
I'm in the minority here, I guess.
I never caught one in the face and knocked her down, but I got one with a kidney shot that fucking floored her. And she was a fat one. Yeah. I hit a fat one right in the kidney.
Thanks, Johnny.
And she went down. She went down.
I'm glad
quick.
you got Matt's back.
Stories of actual abuse.
Yeah, dude. She almost lost her long John Silver's. I hit her in the fucking
right off of
boom.
Matt.
I got her good, dude.
Take all
Yeah.
that heat.
Sounds like you did what you had to do, man.
I had to. It was self-defense, man. I was gonna get murdered that night. Yeah. So
What
yeah.
bar was that?
It was an old bar called Club 92. I used to work at for a guy like 7 years, and it was fun. It was a fun place, but it was also pretty wild at times. Like we had some big brawls in that place. So I still got glass in my hand from hitting a guy with a beer bottle a long time ago there. So
Dude, who were you?
I was a different person back then. Yeah.
He's a tough guy, folks.
I didn't know you were such a badass.
I really wasn't. I just, when I had to be, like, I was
the
very
guy?
I was very diplomatic. That was another fight with a bunch of people.
Oh, I got
Like,
it.
I was outnumbered. I had to hit him with a Yingling bottle. I remember it
dude.
very
What-
well. Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
what do you think about Johnny, Matt? You think you could beat him in the octagon?
Oh,
You gonna make me
100%.
fight Johnny B? Yeah, I'll beat
now,
the shit out of Johnny.
yeah.
I'm
Now
washed up,
we're
dude.
doing.
I'm washed up. I hurt my knee eating soup a couple days ago.
Yes.
So yeah. No, dude.
I honestly, I don't think I would take Johnny in the fight. Honestly,
Young Johnny was nothing to fuck around with, but I'm 52 years old. I know I look great.
Yeah,
But,
you do look handsome. We were just discussing how good you
yeah,
look before
no.
the show.
we did. Yeah, before we should have said it on the show, but we don't. Your head is shrinking. We need to not enlarge it.
Yeah, that's
Aw.
fine. All right. Yeah, I could always
Yeah,
pull
keep
back.
your head.
No, you don't look 52 for sure.
I exfoliate, you know? And
Yeah.
It's important. You got to wash your face, moisturize. Like, man, I
Yeah.
talk to dudes all the time who are like, "You moisturize?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude,
I do Korean
you
eye
should
masks.
moisturize." Yeah, charcoal
Yeah.
mask,
Korean
all
eye
kinds of good
mask.
shit.
Yeah, you never had a Korean eye mask?
It sounds
It
like
sounds like-
Korean dudes line up and come on your face.
I think that's how they make it. That's probably how they fucking make it.
That sounds like something you order at a Korean bathhouse, you know, while you're in Korea. You know, like, you want the Korean eye mask? Yeah, I've heard it's really good.
Yeah, it's nice.
Make you look young. I know.
It's
I know.
soothing. It's soothing. Thank you very much.
Well, you put you in a dark room and tell you, "Don't worry, everything's gonna be okay," and then you just hear a
Oh,
bunch of
It
dudes
sounds
breathing.
peaceful. It sounds warm and loving.
It's just a bunch of Korean guys giggling and breathing hard, and you're like, when do I get the mask? You're like, just a wait.
Oh, I think you spilled something.
Oh no. Oh, so young. They just keep reassuring you how young you are.
All right, so we got to get into bad comedy shows before we end the broadcast, the podcast.
Yeah.
TV
Yeah.
shows or live shows?
Huh?
Bad comedy TV shows or
bad
live
com-
shows?
Bad
No,
comedy
stand-up
shows,
shows,
for
no.
us.
Yeah.
I want to talk about a good one though, real quick. 2
Please.
seconds. 2 seconds. Jack Polino's Pizza. Matt, both of you have headlined there before.
Fun room, yeah.
It's a fun room.
Yeah.
It's a small room. I don't know if I'm supposed to share this news yet, but I think we're gonna go to like a monthly headliner and feature, and they're remodeling the room, and they're gonna add like a bar in there,
Oh, good.
That's cool.
so people can get like snacks and drinks while the comedy show is going on. And yeah, we're gonna do it like we haven't picked a day yet, but we're gonna do it once a month. Yeah.
Are they going to bring that stage out at all?
And they're actually shifting the stage from that corner. That's where they're going to build the bar
Okay.
in the corner with
Yeah.
the fountain there. and then they're gonna put the stage over by where the entrance currently is.
Yeah, it was a weird setup before. It's like
To the
you're
left?
in this little narrow in the corner of the room. It's like you're standing on a
It
circle.
was,
Yeah, no,
it
it's
was a thin
difficult.
stage. Yeah,
It was a thin is
it was a balance beam of a stage.
yeah, it's very thin. Yeah, I'm like
You
worried
actually had
about
to dismount after your
Yeah.
set.
Thank you. But no, it's a tight room, and the audiences are always fucking great. It sells out every time.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're gonna put that. They're gonna basically put the stage at the opposite side of the room, and people are gonna come in from that other door that they don't currently use.
I got you.
So it's
Yeah,
gonna have
okay.
its own
Okay.
separate bar. It's gonna have its own
Hey,
separate
the
entrance.
pizza's not too shabby either.
It's
The
really
pizza
good.
is amazing. Yeah. It's a great place to watch sports. It's Jack Polino's Pizza. It's in downtown Dunedin on Broadway.
Yeah, it's great. So yeah, maybe
The
we
bad
should,
ones. Let's talk bad ones.
I would say maybe Jack Polina's want to do a Three Ugly Mugs live show or something like that. Dude.
Well,
Yeah.
they were actually they were asking when Johnny could come back.
They
It was,
usually do.
Well,
you
no,
know?
there was audience. It was audience members. They were like, "When is Johnny B coming back?" And I was
Aw.
like, "Oh yeah, it's been like a year, so we need to get Johnny B back."
Oh, sweet. That makes me happy. Yeah, like all the shows aren't great. And I was talking about this the other day,
We
'cause
pretend they're great.
I recently was
Not
part
anymore.
Not
of a
anymore.
bad show, and I'm not going to say where or when because I don't want to do that. I don't think I don't want to crap on the venue or anything, but I think I'm done just doing any old show. Like I think I'm at the point now. I got lectured by my wife, and she's the sweetest lady ever. And the other night, she was just like, "You need to vet these a little more. Like if you don't know the booker very well." And you don't know the venue, you need to ask a ton of questions before you agree to it because
Totally.
you're going to end up in a situation where you're like, I'm in a fucking train wreck, right? So, yeah, I'm at the point now where either I'm booking it or I'm working for people that I know book good shows. Like that's it. Like you guys put on good shows, I put on good shows. There's some good people out there running good shows, but then there's also open micers putting out just absolute garbage. They don't understand how to format a show, like how to set
And
them
they don't
up.
ask either.
And
Exactly.
they underpay like a motherfucker.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Crazy.
they're headlining open micers.
They're scared to ask for money because they know they don't deserve it.
It's just crazy.
I didn't want to say that, but I'm glad you
Yeah,
did
that's
say that.
that's all that. It's
Like,
fine.
that's
I
what
get
it
it.
is, yeah.
You gotta fake it till you make it. I understand what they're doing, but
yeah.
don't
But
be scared to ask for a little bit more.
But I mean, like we'll ask to like run an open mic. We'll ask as much as like headliner pay or whatever.
Yeah.
To run an open mic.
Yeah.
And then when we run like a show, we'll ask. I ask for as much as fucking possible.
Yeah.
Like-
You negotiate high and then
Yeah.
go down
If I
from
have
there.
to drive, I'm asking for more.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got to drive 40 minutes or something like that. I just don't like the free shows or the open micer shows where they charge the venue $100 and then pay everybody $5 or whatever. Okay, that's cute or whatever, but stop marketing that as like a comedy show.
And I also don't know if it's like, are they getting a bigger budget and just pocketing
Sure.
what they?
Yeah, I don't know.
What
Who
they
knows?
offering like $30 to come to a set, and it's just like, what?
Right.
What are you talking about?
My thing is after recently, I and it's going to sound very elitist, and I don't care. I'm no longer
You're
doing.
elite.
I'm no longer doing shows with shitty comics. I just don't want to. I don't need to. I don't have the
No, I
time
hate
for
that.
it.
No.
It's so annoying. So when somebody books me, I need to know exactly who is on this show because it's happened to me a few times over the last several months where I get booked to headline a show. And then they tell me your feature is this person, or even let me pick my feature, which I love. And then I show up and there's 3 guest sets or 4 guest sets of people I probably don't even know. Right. And, it's customary to ask the headliner if you could even do a guest set or if they can bring in a guest set. And I don't care if it's your venue. I don't give a fuck. At least let me know, hey, I want to let a couple of guest sets get and 95% of the time, a headliner is going to go, yeah, that's cool. But man, when you show up and these guest sets are supposed to do 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and they do 15, 20 of just air, just getting fucking no laughs at all, bringing down the mood, and then wearing the crowd out, because they don't understand it's 90 minutes as a comedy show. It's 90 minutes.
Especially a bar show. You better
Yes.
keep it.
A
under
lot of
keep it
bars
under
are like,
90.
can't you do a comedy show for like 2.5 hours? And I'm always
bad
like,
one.
no,
It's not
You
good,
want people
dude.
to leave.
absolutely
Early.
not.
Yeah, so don't step on the headliner's time. Like, don't fucking do it. And the show I did recently, I didn't get on stage until the show was an hour and 40 minutes in because
Oh,
a couple of guest sets wanted to fucking film their Comedy Central special in their head. At one point, one guy in the middle of his guest set just stalls and goes, "Anyway, what else is going on, guys?" Like,
that's my worst.
That's just an open mic set.
I hate that shit. Like, even at an open mic set,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well, if you don't have anything else to talk about, then just fucking go, bro. Just
don't be up
get
there
out.
riffing. You're on my show riffing, motherfucker. Get off my stage. Like, I have merch to sell. I have I have a whole set that I'm working my special set. You douche, you nobody, you nothing. You're a nothing. Get your nothing ass out of here. And I start turning into a fucking douchebag, and I don't want to.
No, you're not being a douchebag. It's just
I'm a nice guy.
you're being a reasonable person.
I think these are like the growing pains of a comedy community that like we're experiencing for the first time.
There's too many open micers.
Yeah,
there's no features
because
barely hosts.
I think
this
is
an
like
army of new shit.
Yeah, this is the same complaint that I've heard coming out of like California like 10 years ago. Yeah, no features, just a bunch of fucking amateurs that just want to take their picture on the stage and fucking.
They're calling themselves headliners, John. A
lot of them will be like,
yeah.
I'll do 45 today. And really, it'll be just the work. I want to go watch one of those sets one day. I want to go check it out. I just want to see it.
We should be like the Harry Houdini of fucking bad fucking comedy.
We should punch them in the stomach and kill them.
Yeah.
No, he used to go to seances.
I don't get the reference.
Just chain him into a tank full of fucking piranha.
Houdini used to go to like seances and then be like, "Oh, this is all just a shitty magic trick," and then like call it out during the fucking seance.
I would just, if anything, I would laugh. I would do what Johnny B used to do and laugh the hardest in the room.
Yeah, just to
let them know it's fucking terrible. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And look, there are some some of the newer ones that I am mentoring and trying to because I feel like as veterans we have to try, like cultivate the community a little bit, like to try to have some features coming up the ranks, instead of just being everybody's shitty or everybody's been doing it for a while. And what I tell most of these younger comics, including our producer James, I said to him earlier, I said, you want to hang around good comics if you want to be a good comic. If you just hang around shitty comics, then you're all just shitty. And you see a lot of that now. Way too much. You know what I mean?
James is a smart joke writer. James, pop in real quick for a minute. We got to introduce you again because we didn't get to last time. And then here's James. Can we hear you?
Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Does it sound right?
Oh yeah.
All right. Awesome.
No, we can totally hear you. Yeah. We love the producing. You're doing it so far.
Yeah, man.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm trying my best here.
And you're a pretty good joke writer. What do you think about what we're saying right now? Like we're shitting on a lot of your
Not
colleagues.
all of them. There's still some people who do it right. Yeah.
The whole time that I was thinking, I was like, damn, Matt hosts an open mic. He's supposed to be encouraging.
I hate it. It fucking sucks. No, that's why every time Stefano tags me on Facebook, he's like, hey man, you want to send? I'm like, no, do not send anyone to this open mic. Right, I want to go home.
No, I get it, man, because I'm in the thick of it. So I went to an open mic last night, and it's like it may be 1 out of 7, 8, 9 comics. You're like, oh, that was a good joke. It can be tough, and I get what you're saying about the lack of true talent being in the area, because there's a lot of guys that are laughing at their own jokes on stage, and it's a lot of guys that are more being laughed at for the way they look or talk than their actual ability to tell a joke from beginning to end.
That's why I'm trying to support the guys that are actually doing it. I want to get another open mic going. And I'm gonna do yours too. I'm gonna fucking host yours too because I know you're getting fucking burned out.
Whatever.
I
I'm just gonna blow up that mic. I told you.
yeah, I know.
I got a hosting gig. I'm hosting the open mic at the new comedy club in Clearwater.
No, we don't want to hear
Part
about
of
that.
that.
Get out of here.
Woo!
Part of that rotation.
Look at you as a big strong man.
We're not promoting
actually
comics working for free.
Yeah.
I'm headlining that room this Sunday.
Yeah, see.
Oh yeah, I'll be
Closing it
there
out.
in the first weekend of November.
We can promote that, but
Hey, I'm just saying it's
don't
not a
promote the
promotion.
comics working for free.
It's not a promotion. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been in it a year and a half, so I'm not headlining anything for sure.
Good.
You know what I mean?
Good.
Well, I mean, I got 15 minutes, 20 minutes. of good
He's
material.
right. Johnny B's right. Good.
No,
Yeah,
look,
I
everything
shouldn't be headlining.
You might have 20 minutes, but
Dude,
probably
I had
not.
this conversation with a guy
I see
we
him
all
at the
know.
Vine pretty regularly. I'm gonna say 12. A
12.
tight 12.
Yeah, 12.
I'll give him a
would be
tight
good.
12.
Split the difference. And make
Yeah.
it 12.
I had this conversation last night with a comic, a young comic that's been doing comedy a year. That's a buddy of mine that you all know. I'm not going to say his
Yeah.
name, but you know, he told me he just got booked to headline a show for this other open micer that's running a room, and I wasn't mean. I just said you're not a headliner, and you're
You
not.
are
even,
mean.
I
Say
said you're
names,
not. I said
coward.
it
This
takes-
You're
we have a
mean,
podcast for.
motherfucker. You're mean.
I told him
John.
it takes
No one's
2
mean.
years.
Grow up. Take fucking the truth.
Yeah,
and
take
just
criticism.
do what you can with it. It's constructive criticism. He's not being mean.
It takes 2 years to even come close to featuring, like close, like
And
in
oh my god, 2 years. You better be like top shelf, like right out of the gate. Pretty
yes.
good.
I headlined because I was booked to feature my first year in comedy, and then the show was so shitty that the headliner walked out and was like, "No, I'm not doing
You
this."
booked me to headline on my first
And then-
show.
and then I headlined, and it was the worst show that has ever existed in mankind.
You booked me to headline my first show, and I was like, "Yeah, man, I can headline." And I did 29 minutes.
And then you did 29 minutes, and
But they had a good time. I fucking crushed for 29.
you were
minutes.
like, "I gotta bounce, guys, because I am out of one-liners."
Turns out I can't headline yet, and this was my barometer, but I'm pretty close.
my
Well, that's
first
fine because that place went out of business.
No, it was
my
a good
first
show.
paid gig
They had a good time.
was about a year into doing like comedy at the Improv when it opened, and I only got the gig because it was the day after 9/11, and Richard Jenny was the headliner for the weekend. Couldn't get a flight because all the flights were down because and they were like, "Hey, can you come do?"
Fucking George Bush.
I know, dude, for real. They said, "Can you do 15 minutes?" And I remember going, "Oh, maybe if I stretch," you know what I mean? Like, and that was a year in, because back then, like our mentors were real harsh and they were dicks, right? And it was the best. Like nobody was sugarcoating it or coddling anybody, and they made it real clear, like there is a maturation process that has to happen with comedy. Like, sure, you can get up there and talk for an hour, but it's not going to be good. Or you can really tighten up 5 or 10 minutes and get that down to where it's Tonight Show caliber timing and everything else. And then you could branch out and add another 5 minutes. And then over time, you'll figure it out. People start offering you money and you'll start going, "Oh, wow, I'm a regular host or I'm a regular feature." And then a few years later, hopefully, you start headlining small rooms and
That
things
was
like
the
that.
way it was.
Why is Bothwell still on the screen?
Yeah, get
God
on.
damn it. Yeah, way too much time. He don't have this much time. He's new.
All right. Thank you.
See?
You're
Old
giving him
school.
a fucking big head. Yeah.
Matt removed
Nerd.
him.
Get a real life.
You hear comics say, "You're mean. Get the fuck out."
Yeah, I was being mean to him.
No, you weren't.
My point is,
I
I'm not
was.
doing any more shitty shows. I'm just not. They're
That
going to
was
have to pay
not
me a
it.
bunch.
The meanest I could be to James would be to never ever talk to him, which is what I do to 95% of all open micers.
That was like, yeah. That's
Yeah.
one of the cool things about doing Divine is like I feel like it was the only way I got to see new comics like on
Yeah,
a regular basis, not
that's
just
true.
the ones that were like I would work with every once in a while, but like
Right.
I would be like, "Oh, this guy's fucking like, keep an eye on this one," and like I'd catch him down the road and he'd be even better, which is cool.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
like that you post the lineup at like 3:00 in the afternoon. So I'll look at the lineup every single time, and if there's people there I would like to hang out with or haven't seen for a little while or
Then
whatever,
you go. Yeah.
then I'll go, I'll take the drive. I'll take the hour drive and spend literally an hour before I have to head to the studio and do my dumb radio
You
show.
get free beer.
Oh, I'd love that too. And,
Divine has great free beer.
unbelievable. Their beer is great. The staff is great. I love that room a lot. And yeah, when I'll look on there and I'll go, oh, look, JJ's in town, or oh, look, Cam's in town, or whatever. And then I'll try to pop up there, and or JB sometimes will be in town and pop in. And then some of the younger ones too that I'm kind of scouting, because maybe I want to, get them
Grooming.
to.
I think the word is grooming.
It is grooming, but maybe I'll give them a guest set if they do really well at Divine, then I'll give them a guest set at a real show, and if they do well there, then that's how you do it. Like we're not.
I think we're all pretty good about that. As shitty as we are right now in this segment, we're pretty good about promoting people that are actually good at stand-up comedy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, if I book you on my show, you are either
you're funny,
you're funny, you're solid, or you have 1,000 people to come out to see you because you're an influencer or something.
Yeah,
the greatest skill you can have.
You're like a radio guy, and like,
who gives a shit if you're funny?
To try stand
if you can sell out a room, no one cares if you're funny.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at every comedy club now. They're booking TikTokers, and you can't blame them. Have you featured for a shitty influencer?
I have.
He was a Vine star. And every time a joke would hit, like bomb, he would start dancing, and I was like, "This is fucking terrible."
Yeah, exactly.
I featured for one of the puppet guys.
Oh, Jeff Dunham?
No,
not even Jeff.
No.
I don't only know that one puppet.
No, it was like
Jim Henson.
It was like a YouTube person with puppets.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was. I opened for a YouTube person with puppets. 1 million followers. They got a million followers.
I never opened for a magician or a puppeteer. I feel like I did all right.
You're such a fucking you're a beer snob.
Yeah.
No, I just got lucky on that one.
I opened for that midget lady, Tanya Lee Davis. Somebody reached out to me like, "Hey, do you want to feature Side Splitters tonight?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm not doing anything. I'll go up there and feature." And I'm thinking, at Side Splitters, it's going to be like, Joe List or something. It was she was nice. She was nice. It was she's good.
The worst thing you can hear a comic say about you is that you're nice.
She was nice.
No, she's funny. We're different styles of comedy.
We don't have to talk about it in depth.
Were all of her jokes about being a little person?
Yeah. Her husband picks her up and puts her on a table on the stage. I'm not kidding.
Oh God,
wow.
Just like that 400-pound Philly fan who barfs in little girls' faces.
I said,
right, I'm gone. I'm done.
I said that they should shoot her on stage with the T-shirt cannon. That'd be way better. Fucking perfect.
That's good. That's good.
Oh Jesus Christ! Do we want to move on to overrated and underrated teams and players, Johnny?
Yeah, we could do that. We got a few more minutes before we got to wrap it up. So the NFL teams. I pulled the what they call the power rankings, and every website does it, and it's just a bunch of dumb journalists, and most of them are not good, right? They're stupid or they're biased. I don't know why. Like Tampa never gets love, like from the major sports outlets. ESPN's horrible to Tampa. They never give the Rays any love. They never give the Bucks any love. Even when we had Tom Brady, it was winning Super Bowls. It was almost like you had to pull a compliment out of some of these guys. It's like they just. I don't know what
always
it is.
True. I mean, that's true with the Bucks, and that's true with the Rays, and that's true with the Lightning.
We've had a terrible fan base forever.
Yeah,
like Bucks fans are so like transient. Like they're all from.
That's true.
You see Steelers fans all over the place, Giants fans all over the place. Like when you go to a Bucks game. Like
there'll be Bucks fans that'll fucking throw their fucking jerseys off for the Saints.
That's the
when they come here.
There is a group of us that are very, very diehard, but
we exist.
Well, we're Florida-born people.
We're out here.
Yeah, that's what this podcast is about. We're Florida-born fucking
Tampa boys.
Fans.
We're all Tampa boys. If you're near Raymond James Stadium around Halloween, the decoration's already up. One of my buddies, who's a massive Bucks fan, bought a house near Raymond James Stadium because of it. Born and raised Seminole Heights, like me. He has a 10-foot tall skeleton in his yard right now. Actually, 2 of them. And he came to me and he's so nice. He goes, "Hey man, I don't want to like offend you or anything, but you've lost a bunch of weight. Do you have any of your old big jerseys?" And I'm like, "Why? You got like a fat friend that needs one?" He goes, "No, I got a 10-foot tall skeleton in my
I gotta
yard. and I'm
dress
gonna
up
put a
my
Bucks
roof skeleton.
Yeah, bro. So I gave him 2 5XL Bucks jerseys. I said, the only problem is they say Johnny B on the back. And he's like, that's cool. So there's
That's better.
there's
That's
some
even
10-foot
better.
tall
He
Johnny
stands for
Bs.
bones. He's a fucking skeleton.
Johnny Bones, bitch.
So the power rankings, this is what pisses me off. Right. So let's look at New York Times, I think has the most realistic one, which
Okay.
is crazy. Cause I mean,
You gonna pop this up?
I guess I could do that.
You want to pop it up, or you just want to talk about it? It's fine.
Yeah, I can do it all, baby. I
Either
can pop it
way.
up. I could James could have done it since he's in the background, and it is
He's
in
learning.
it is in our group chat, and he is producing. Yeah. Anyway, so the power rankings for the New York Times is pretty right down where it should be. Kansas City Chiefs number 1 in the power
I'm gonna
rankings.
get
They're
excited
2-0.
like Pat McAfee. I'm gonna stand up because
They're 2-0. Buffalo Bills 2-0. They're number 2, and they whooped up on Miami and probably ended to his career and his brain function. Number 3, New Orleans Saints.
The Saints are looking really good, actually.
They do.
They scored 90-something points in the first 2 games and annihilated the Cowboys.
Alvin
And
Kamara is back in a fucking big way.
Yeah, I know, dude. He hasn't been this in the news since he almost killed a guy in Vegas with his buddies.
At least it was a guy.
It's true.
Didn't kill a woman.
Yeah.
Kudos.
That's Matt's power rankings. Like, did he kill a woman or did he not kill a woman?
Yeah. Oh, non-binary pussy. Number 4.
Christ.
I always say it because I know Johnny B is gonna go the next step.
Yeah.
I don't have to do it. Johnny B is just gonna go the next
You like
step.
the fuse.
Yeah.
It's only episode 3, guys. I'm just getting started. Number 4, Houston Texans. They're 2-0, even though they barely beat Chicago. But Tampa Bay Buccaneers, number 5 at 2-0. Where
I would agree with that.
Us versus the Saints is going to be a hot ticket.
That's gonna be great. Minnesota Vikings 2-0. That's one of the surprises so far. They beat the 49ers. They have Sam Dalton or whatever. Not Sam Dalton. Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
Andy Dalton is now going to be the quarterback
Right.
in Carolina because they benched that poor
Bryce
little
Young
midget.
is terrible.
Poor guy. But yeah, so these rankings look legit. Now, if you go to the other ones, though, the other ones like NFL.com, what are you doing? Like you're NFL.com. How are you doing these rankings? How do you have teams?
NFL.com seems very biased because I have looked at that article.
Okay, so they got San Francisco 49ers at number 2. They're 1-1. They got beat by Minnesota.
Fucking Minnesota. And they just lost Deebo Samuel and Christian McCaffrey.
Right. They have the Detroit Lions at number 5. They are also 1-1. They just lost to the Buccaneers.
I can confirm. I saw it. It was a thrashing.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was a real teabagging.
Guess who's number 6? You would think maybe they'll squeeze the Bucks in there since they beat the Lions. No, Philadelphia, who got beat by the Falcons last night. They're 1-1. How are they still ahead?
Right, yeah, Philadelphia. Yeah,
I don't know how anyone who saw that game could think that they're like even top 10.
No, and plus, they tanked the whole last 10
Their
games.
defense looked bad.
The Lions were the Lions were the ones
around.
to beat. The Lions were the one to beat,
And we beat them.
The Lions, the 49ers are still out there.
Okay,
They got number 7 is the Chargers. They're 2-0, but they beat the Panthers and the Raiders. Number 8 is the Saints, and I hate the Saints, but they deserve better than number 8.
The Saints would beat the shit out of the Chargers.
Yeah, for sure.
All those teams, really, except
the Saints should be way higher.
Yeah.
Then they got the Baltimore Ravens at number 9. They're 0-2.
They haven't won a game yet.
They're 0-2, and they're ranked ahead of the Bucks. The Green Bay Packers are number 10.
Ridiculous.
1-1.
They just lost Jordan Love.
Another 1-1 team, number 11, is the Cowboys. Are you stroking me right now? NFL.com. And then you get down to number 12, and you got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
We're 12?
12?
Lame.
Yeah, number 12.
Whatever.
You bitch. You little bitch.
No, I like that, though. I like that. Because that's how Tampa is always positioned in the fucking stupid-ass media.
Yeah,
and we always do really fucking well.
And Jason Light, the GM, keeps receipts. All these writers, he keeps receipts on all of them. It's beautiful. Did you see the guy that had us? He predicted us to win 2 games last year. He was
Yeah,
for, like,
I did see that.
like Sports Illustrated. And then he goes,
Yeah,
Jason Light.
It's really just Baker Mayfield. Like no one thought Baker Mayfield was going to be even good, let alone this good. Like that's all that
You mean
was.
Baker Mayfield is like better as a quarterback when he's not getting fucking smashed
when he's not playing for the
every
fucking
single
Browns.
fucking day?
Dude, that
He's getting
touchdown
his
he
fucking
scored.
head pushed into the fucking ground every single Sunday. He's way better. Okay, that's good.
That touchdown he scored Sunday was a designed
It was
quarterback
so great. I
draw.
said that. I was like, is that Josh Allen? I can't see so good.
And he did it right after he scrambled and fucking put a linebacker on skates, like broke his ankles on the play before.
That's when they compared him to Barry Sanders. And I was like,
Dude,
all right, let's fucking slow down.
Too much.
Pump the brakes.
no, he looked like Josh Allen on that play. Like he fucking put that guy on skates, made him look like a jack off. And then the very next play, kudos to the play calling, because they were like, all right, let's run them right back, a planned run. No, they'll never expect that, and they didn't. And it was great. I mean, they dominated that game in Detroit. And this week, I don't want to jinx it. I know it's any given Sunday, but they're playing number 30 in the power rankings this week with the Denver Broncos.
Feels like a trap.
Which, by the way, Bo Nix, the rookie quarterback, had the quote of the fucking weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I dropped back.
I didn't
I
see
fucked
it.
up. I dropped back and I fucked up.
No,
What-
somebody asked him.
did
They
he
said
say?
that the interception you threw in the red zone. Do you want to explain what happened there? And he goes, "Oh yeah." He said, "This is exactly." He just said, "Oh yeah." I dropped back. I threw it to the other team. That's it. It's like, you fucking idiot. What do you think? What do you want me to say? Like,
He's a rookie, but he's like 26. He's
he's been
old.
around a while. Yeah. I think he was teaching at Oregon for a while. Yeah.
Was
He's
that
got
the
tenure?
who was the one-handed interception?
Oh, that was the Bengals.
Oh, that was the Bengals.
Mhm.
That looked amazing.
That was impressive.
That was really impressive. That was like the equivalent of jumping into the stands to steal a home run.
Yeah.
Like how the fuck did that one hand a fucking football
Yeah.
at
That
that
was
speed?
impressive. And they lost the game. So
They lost the game.
all that for nothing.
Yeah.
It's not for nothing. That people will play that highlight forever.
Oh yeah,
this
it was
is-
great. It was.
But this is how I
Fantastic.
know that there's a bias towards Tampa. Like, ESPN's like top 10 plays. The Baker Mayfield touchdown run wasn't in it, like, or the scramble where
I
No,
was
it's
not
always
the design
biased.
run shouldn't be in it, but the scramble should
The
be.
scramble.
That fucking juke should be in there.
dude, it was so
Yes.
good. And he was dead to rights. I mean, Aiden Hutchinson sacked him 4.5 times. We had a backup right tackle that just, honestly,
They
like,
should have benched 77. Fuck you if you're watching.
put anybody there. I don't give a shit.
Aiden Hutchinson
Fuck you,
took you to
Justin
school.
School.
He
You
beat the hell out-
dickhead.
like, we gave him help. Like we started to line up like running backs and tight ends, and he was still getting his ass beat.
They were like, we're going to chip him with Rashad White. And Rashad White, I saw one play, he nudged the Hutchinson with like his elbow. He's like, nope, I'm
Got
good.
him.
He just, I think I tore a patch off. No, the guy's, one of the best, defensive players in the league. But we came out with a win. We're 2-0, and NFL.com, you can go fuck off. So.
NFL.com and any others, they're always biased to Tampa
Mhm.
Bay sports teams
Yeah.
for whatever fucking reason.
Because we party too hard, bro. Because we like to fucking party.
Yeah, we have too
Tom
much
Brady
fun.
threw the goddamn Lombardi trophy off of a boat, and
That was
they were
so
like, "Not
badass."
okay." But it was
How
awesome.
disrespectful. Well, I remember one of them was like one of the national writers. It was like on one of those fucking Round the Horn or whatever on ESPN. What would they have done if the Lombardi trophy fell into the water? And then like immediately, like just local fact
We would have
checkers,
got it. Yeah.
Yeah,
They're like,
There
it's
was, like,
6
scuba
foot deep.
diving team
It's 6
standing
foot
by.
deep where the boats were.
Yeah. We would have just got it. Yeah, it's
Reached
fine.
down and grabbed it. You fucking
Gronk would
idiot.
have fucking dove in and brought it up with his mouth like a
Yeah.
seal.
What are you gonna
Yeah,
do?
he would have been like the Tarpon Springs Greek boys
Yeah.
bringing up the cross.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking idiots. Yeah, like, oh my god. And then people are like, he disrespected the Lombardi trophy. No,
No.
he curated it over the last 20 years, you dickhead. Like, he's had it more than anybody. It's
I felt like he was finally like free. Like that was like fucking Tim Robbins in the rain. I just broke out of Shawshank.
I'm
I
surprised.
did it. I'm
Yeah,
gonna fucking live.
I'm surprised he didn't pull his fucking dick out.
He could have.
I could have,
Man,
and we would have.
I can't believe you went there and I didn't. He should have fucked that Lombardi trophy. That's what he should have done. He should have rubbed his
smoke weed out of that thing. It won't disrespect. I can make it into a bong.
He should have fucking rubbed the tip of his dick on the tip of that
Hollow
football.
on the top.
It's
While
hollow on the top. I
Yeah.
can make it into a bong. But anyway, Johnny, you got to get on the radio tonight, right?
I do. I got to get out of here. Yeah, I gotta.
Yeah. So
skate.
yeah, we got to end. So yeah.
Guess
Let's
we'll
just
go.
remind everybody to fucking subscribe because we forgot that the entire time.
We did.
Please subscribe.
Yeah.
We gotta be
Don't
better.
forget the Gmail.
Add us on our socials. Yeah, the Gmail is three ugly mugs with a Z at gmail.com.
Not the
If
one
you
that's
wanna
on
be
the
a
screen.
sponsor.
Don't you ignore that one.
Nope,
Yeah.
that one's wrong. Yeah, James
Oops.
took it back.
God
He's
damn it, Bothwell.
good producer. He took it back immediately.
Like that. You can put it back up. It's just the Gmail's wrong. All the other shit's right. But,
Yeah, all the other shit's right.
yeah, we should have
we get-
outro music while we're doing all the announcements.
No, we can do the outro music. Just
Just
play any music.
I got.
I don't
some.
know. It's the first thing came in my head.
Oh, there we go. I like it.
We're out of here. Follow us on all the socials. Thank you guys so much for
Bye-bye.
listening and subscribing.
We're gonna go beat
You
up
like it.
ladies.
I still hold that I could beat up a girl.
You can't beat up
I
a
could
girl.
beat up a
Matt.
girl.
You would be so humiliated.
I mean, I'll go to jail.
My
Good
back
night.
hurts.
We're showing this again. But we're gone. Okay, end the recording. We're done.